afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Live at 4. It's
Friday!
Yay!
I'm bringing the Friday here.
Charlotte's here. Susan should be back on Monday.
Our fingers are crossed.
I talked to her. It's day by day, but I think she plans on coming back. So
that's wonderful news.
Thanks for helping out all this time.
Of course. It's always fun to be here.
It is fun to be here. Let's take a look at the news today. CUNA Mutual Group workers are on strike after 92% of the union voted to strike.
U.S. Highway 51 is back open after a car crashed into an offshoot of the Yahara River.
And UW Medflight has moved a helicopter from Madison to Janesville. We'll find out what motivated the move. Let's take a look outside. The haze continues, the smoke continues. There still is a air quality advisory for our area.
Yeah, especially if you have respiratory issues like asthma.
But hopefully that'll clear out. A beautiful weekend, perhaps, on tap. Jake's in the backyard we could use to see some blue sky.
Yeah, it is going to be a very nice weekend, and that air quality alert, although it is still in effect right now, it will expire at midnight, and that looks to stay the case. The winds out of the northwest will kind of move the smoke out of our area for the time being, and it looks like there's no particular concern towards next week, although things may change rather quickly. Now, if we look outside, you can obviously see some of the smoke, but it is better than what it was earlier in the day. And right now, the temperatures are pretty comfortable, 60 degrees in Madison, partly sunny skies, a northwest wind at 9 miles per hour, so the wind is not causing too much of a cool down. If we look at the current temperatures across our area, it is a bit colder for the north and western parts of our area, with upper 50s for some locations. And during the overnight hours, we may drop into the 40s. Now, the biggest reason for the cooler temperature today compared to yesterday is because the wind is out of the northwest, bringing in some of the cold air from the north. We also had a cold front move through our area throughout the day. Overall, though, like I mentioned, it's not too bad outside. Doppler track shows completely dry conditions across Wisconsin, and that's going to continue for the most part. Now, if you have any plans for this evening, definitely bring a light jacket, but it is going to remain dry. Now, the weekend is especially going to be nice, but we could see pretty warm temperatures for next week. I'll have all the details a little bit later in the show.
All right, we'll check back with you, Jacob. Thank you. After months of labor negotiations, CUNA Mutual workers are officially on strike.
Our Braden Ross has been talking to people on the picket line all day long. And Braden, what have you heard from them?
Yeah, these workers have been in contract negotiations for over a year at this point, and it all came to a head today. They've been picketing out here in front of the CUNA Mutual headquarters since 7 this morning, and they tell me they're planning to be here every day until they get a fair contract.
I'm losing 5 days worth of wages, but the company's losing 85 years of goodwill. We would prefer not to be on a picket line right now. We don't want to strike, but as you can see, we're willing to do it. We're willing to do it with what it takes to get a fair contract.
Now this strike comes after the firing of the union's chief steward. Workers say the company is engaging in unfair labor practices and refusing to negotiate with the union. CUNA Mutual did say in a statement today that they respect their workers' right to strike and will continue to bargain in good faith until they reach an agreement. Strikers told me today they still haven't heard anything from the company. For now, in Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Braden. A car crashed into an offshoot of the Yahara River this morning in McFarland. Dane County dispatchers said the crash was first reported just before 10 a.m. They could not say how many vehicles were involved in the crash, but said injuries were reported at the scene. The highway was closed in both directions for almost 2 hours. One person had been pulled from the vehicle before crews arrived. The deadline is quickly approaching.
June 1st, that's the date by which the federal government must raise the country's borrowing limit. Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with an official at the center of the ongoing negotiations and has more.
That's right. So we're approaching a fiscal cliff that nobody really wants to cross. If President Biden and congressional Republicans don't find agreement on this bill to pay back the country's loans, we would default on them. We sat down this week with the Deputy Director of the National Economic Council, who says the situation is dire.
To be totally honest, we're already starting to see disruptions in financial markets. This is not the kind of thing where at midnight on June 1st, we can pass a solution and without taking on a real risk of real harm. There are harms even getting close to the deadline. We saw that in 2011, the last time that Republicans took the debt ceiling hostage.
So earlier today, Republicans put a pause on negotiations on the debt ceiling, saying that Biden was making unreasonable requests. Now, for their part, Republicans are pushing for federal spending cuts, which they say are needed. And coming up tonight at 5, Wisconsin Congressman Brian Stile joins us with more on negotiations from his side.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Will. A federal judge has pulled an Air National Guardsman has ruled that the Air National Guardman will remain in jail while he awaits trial for allegedly leaking highly classified military documents.
CBS News correspondent Bradley Blackburn reports from New York.
A federal judge ruled that a Massachusetts Air National Guard member accused of leaking highly classified military documents will remain behind bars while he awaits trial. 21-year-old Jack Texera returned to federal court Friday, where he faces charges under the Espionage Act. The Air Force National Guard IT specialist is accused of sharing secret military documents about Russia's war in Ukraine and other top national security issues in a chat room on the Discord social media platform. On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are calling for immediate change.
We need to drastically and deeply revise the present system of classifying documents and scrutinizing people who have access to them. Too many people, too many documents, insufficient oversight and scrutiny.
Internal Air National Guard memos filed in court say Texera was reprimanded twice by superiors for taking notes on classified information or viewing intelligence not related to his job. The filing says months later he was again seen looking at information that was, quote, not related to his primary duty and was related to the intelligence field.
This is an ongoing investigation, not just by the Department of Justice, but the Air Force has also launched their own internal investigation.
Texera has been in jail since his arrest last month in what is considered one of the most significant intelligence leaks in years. He has not yet entered a plea. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
And prosecutors say Texera kept an arsenal of weapons before his arrest and had a history of online discussions about violence.
Court documents allege he searched online about recent mass killings and posted disturbing comments saying he wanted to, quote, kill a ton of people. Well, Badgers wide receiver Marcus Allen is set to make an initial appearance in court next month in connection with his April arrest. He has not been formally charged with a crime. In an email to News 3 Now on Tuesday, Dane County District Attorney Ishmael Ozan said Allen is scheduled to appear in court on June 26th. Allen, who played in 6 games for the Badgers last season, was one of over 40 people arrested last month during the Mifflin Street block party. Online court records show Allen has not been formally charged with a crime, but Madison police say charges of carrying a concealed weapon and a municipal charge related to alcohol were referred to Ozan's office earlier this month. A spokesperson for UW Athletics said Allen's status with the Badgers football team is unchanged.
Family and friends of Jordan Neely gathered for a solemn funeral service honoring him in New York. The 30-year-old was killed after being put in a chokehold by 24-year-old Marine Corps veteran Daniel Penny on a New York City subway earlier this month. The incident was captured on video and set off a debate about vigilantism, homelessness, and public safety. The Reverend Al Sharpton delivered Neely's eulogy.
One thing I promise is in your name, we're going to change how they deal with homelessness. In your name, we're going to change how they deal with the mentally ill. In your name, we're going to change services in this city. Jordan, you didn't die for nothing. What they meant for bad, we'll make good.
Penny, who insists he was trying to restrain Neely after he had threatened fellow riders, faces a second-degree manslaughter charge and up to 15 years in prison if convicted. Records show Neely, who was experiencing homelessness at the time of his death, had struggled with mental illness following the murder of his mother in 2007.
Today, UW Health announced a MedFlight helicopter will now be able to serve more of the state from a new base in Janesville. A helicopter and ambulance will be relocated to the Southern Wisconsin Regional Airport. The goal is to improve care for critically ill and injured patients from areas south and east of Madison.
We found that that helicopter primarily flies to that area anyway. And so by moving the helicopter there, we're going to save 20, 30, 40 minutes off our response time to our patients and our hospitals. We're also moving one of our ambulances and one of our pediatric neonatal specialty teams to Janesville, which will also put them much closer to sick neonates and infants in that area and in Northern Illinois.
The new base will be operational by this winter and is the 3rd regional MedFlight base. MedFlight has one base in Mineral Point to serve the west and southwest parts of Wisconsin, and another in Portage to serve the north, northeast, and north central regions of the state.
Well, today was the 11th year of a cop on a rooftop with Dunkin' Donuts, but at the Gammon Road, there may not have actually been a cop on the rooftop, but there was plenty of joy and money raised for the Special Olympics. Today, representatives from the Law Enforcement Torch Run for Special Olympics Wisconsin were collecting money that goes directly to support programming for Special Olympics. Athletes in Wisconsin at Gammon Road in Madison, Special Olympics athlete Sarah was joined by Madison police officer Andrea Coots.
This is my favorite thing. I've been out here for years. I love anything that raises money or anything involves Special Olympics. Is one of my favorite things to do. Such a positive thing to do with great people to interact with. The athletes are great. Their families are great. Community support for them is great. It's just a beautiful thing to come out and see how much people love each other in this situation.
Over time, the event has raised a total of more than $490,000 for Special Olympics Wisconsin. They're in the first decade of the program. Next month, Sarah is competing in the 100 and 200-meter walk in Wisconsin. We're rooting for you, Sarah.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, well, Stoughton is the place to be this weekend.
It's set into my weekend, and we will head there live next to find out what's all taking place. That's when Live at 4 continues.
So your credit isn't the greatest? No problem. We offer guaranteed credit approval on vehicles you actually want to drive. Yes, we'll even guarantee your credit is approved. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom for the yes.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's connecting you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. It's holding the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and your hospital bills. It's a guarantee that we'll be with you every step of the way and won't accept anything less than the maximum payment you deserve. We'll speak with you for free, and there's no fee until we get results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Now's the time for cleaner indoor air. Now's the time for a professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer. You've known us for cleaning carpet and hard floors, but we've been developing and perfecting our air duct cleaning process and equipment for over 20 years. We do things the right way, cleaning your entire system. So if it's been a while or you've never had your air ducts professionally cleaned, now's the time to call 1-800-STEAMER. Call or go online to book a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
The new T-Box Savannah and Dining Room with private bar is there waiting for you at Vitense Golfland. 2 large HD TVs are available for viewing, meetings, and casual gatherings. Private bar is available for any type of event. No meeting can compare with adding activities at Vitense Golfland. Enjoy indoor-outdoor miniature golf suites, and golf and multi-sport simulators. Add chocolate shop ice cream. As our sign says, ice cream solves everything. Infuse life and fun into your meetings and events at Vitense Golfland.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we are proud to offer negotiation-free upfront pricing. Upfront pricing means you can put your armor away. There's no battle with scary salespeople here. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes. Bergstrom, for the yes.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
NASA Administrator Bill Nelson announced the winner of a second lunar landing partner to develop a sustainable human landing system for the Artemis V moon mission.
The team is led by Blue Origin and several others. The landing system will take astronauts from Gateway to lunar orbit to the surface of the moon and back.
We, NASA, announced that Blue Origin and partners Lockheed Martin, Draper, Boeing, Astrobotic, and Honeybee Robotics will build a human landing system to deliver NASA astronauts to the lunar surface. An additional, different lander will help ensure that we have the hardware necessary for a series of landings to carry out the science and technology development on the surface of the moon.
NASA is already working with Elon Musk's SpaceX to build the first human landing system.
OpenAI is making it easier to access its artificial intelligence conversational chatbot, ChatGPT, from your phone. There's now a free ChatGPT app for iOS users. The new ChatGPT app has the same capabilities as the web version, and users will also be able to send voice prompts through their phone's microphone rather than just typing them. For now, the iOS app is only available in the U.S. OpenAI plans to roll out the app to other countries soon and says an Android version is coming.
What could go wrong? Stocks ended the week lower after Republicans pressed pause on debt talks. The Dow Industrials fell 109 points, ending the week at 33,426. The Nasdaq dropped 30. The S&P 500 was off 6, but both the Nasdaq and S&P ended with their best weeks since March. Well, if you're looking for something to do this weekend, you might want to head to Stoughton.
It is 17. Mai weekend. It's a celebration of Norway's Constitutional Day.
Joining us now is Sarah Ebert, the president of the Stoughton Chamber of Commerce. Happy 17. Mai, Sarah.
Happy 17. Mai to you, too.
So, post-COVID, are you back to the full festival again?
We are 100% back. Yeah.
So tell us what people can expect this weekend.
Oh, we have everything. It's one nice thing. It's all walkable. It's from one end of town to the other. We have any kind of food that you're looking for. Our favorites from brats to Norwegian meatballs to cream puffs and cheese curds. We have athletic events. Tomorrow we have our classic. We have a 20-mile run, a 10-mile run, a 17-mile walk, and a 2-mile family walk. That's going to, first time this year is going to be in Stoughton, the whole thing. So we're very excited for that. Tonight kicks off our canoe race. We have an arts and crafts fair. We have many cultural demonstrations that you can take a look at, from rose mauling to hardanger. What else do we have? What don't we have, I should say?
What don't you? So what is the significance? What is the significance of 17. Mai?
17. Mai is the marking of their Independence Day, so it's always the 17th of May. That's what that means. So that is the official day, but we celebrate it the weekend. It depends where the 17th falls within the week. So it is this weekend.
Why has the community embraced this year after year after year? This is a really big deal.
This is a huge deal. This is our biggest festival. It's by far this is a chamber event, so this is the chamber's biggest event also. It is just because we offer so much, and it is, I think, from Friday to Sunday. It's been going on for 70 years, so we must be doing something right. It brings in thousands upon thousands of people. There's just a lot to see and do, and you know, everybody can be Norwegian for the weekend.
And you have a 17. Mai king and queen?
We do. We have one that is nominated and voted on every year. They are a couple that has donated many, many hours to giving back to the community. So it is a big honor. This year it's Dan and Cindy McGlynn.
Well, it's going to be a great weekend.
I think you're right. This weekend we're all Norwegian, at least for a couple of days.
Yeah.
All right, Sarah,
So
have a
please
great
come down
week.
and see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
We will. Thank you, Sarah.
Well, is life imitating art? That may be the case with a French luxury brand.
It's the story of the richest man in the world and his 5 children who all work for him. Succession fans, does this sound familiar? The story is coming up after Jacob's weekend forecast.
We're kicking off Bob's Summer of Savings in all my stores coast to coast this Memorial Day weekend. Celebrating over 30 years of furniture fun in my now 165 stores across the United States. Plus, get Bob's discount on my highly rated furniture, mattresses, and more.
Oh no, I think I lost my debit card.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic, we're in a mall. Some stranger's probably tapping new shoes, tapping a washer-dryer combo, just tapping everything in sight.
It's okay, just tap your phone. With BMO, you can use your phone to freeze and unfreeze a lost card.
I can?
And you can always get a new card instantly at a BMO branch.
I got my tap back.
You ever seen someone this excited about a debit card before?
Oh yeah. Not this excited.
When a bank gives you instant peace of mind, that's the BMO effect.
There it is. That feeling you get when you can do more with less asthma. It starts with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Can you picture it? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Recent hailstorms in your area may have caused damage to your roof. Do you want to trust the roof over your house to unknown, out-of-state roofing companies that appear out of nowhere? Who should you trust to fix your roof and do it right? Fry Construction. For nearly 30 years, Fry Construction and Home Improvement has earned the trust of area homeowners. When the roof over your family is damaged, we jump into action. After all, we're your neighbor too. Call Fry Construction and Home Improvement now for your free hail inspection.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
Get Bob's discount on furniture, on lamps, on chairs, on mattresses, on rugs, too.
Get Bob's discount!
Only at Bob's Discount Furniture.
Well, take a look at this. A gaggle of geese halted traffic as they waddled across a road in northern Ohio. Footage posted by the Worcester Police Department, which had some advice for the Canada geese. Quote, remember to stay within the crosswalks, which they almost did.
Almost. It's like they're heading to a family reunion or something.
And there's a bunch of them.
Wow.
It's like the turkeys are on here.
Well, yeah.
That's happened to me
turkeys.
before. Not that like exotic of a thing.
No, we have wild turkeys, which you'll get to know.
Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere.
That's happened to me both when I grew up in Chicago and in Rapid City. So.
Geese?
Yeah. I've had to stop. I haven't stopped for them before.
Well,
so, yeah.
well then.
I'm glad you stopped.
Exactly.
All right, so everybody's looking forward to a nice weekend.
Yeah, and the best part about it is that it's not going to be as smoky. I'll have the details right after the break.
Family is just very important.
She's my sister, and we depend on each other a lot.
She's the rock of the family. She's the person who holds everything together.
It's a battle, you know, I'm gonna be there.
Keytruda and chemotherapy meant treating my cancer with 2 different types of medicine.
In a clinical trial, Keytruda in chemotherapy was proven to help people live longer than chemotherapy alone. Keytruda is used to treat more patients with advanced lung cancer than any other immunotherapy. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies as your first treatment. If you have advanced non-squamous, non-small cell lung cancer and you do not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions, including immune system problems. If you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant, receive chest radiation, or have a nervous system problem.
It feels good to be here for them.
Living longer is possible. It's true. Keytruda from Merck. Ask your doctor about Keytruda.
Your heart is the beat of life. If you have heart failure, entrust your heart to Entresto. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor if Entresto is right for you.
Join the circle of life at the Lion King.
Now on stage at Overture Center through May 28th only. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
You got me.
Okay, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama, where the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time. Go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Here are the 3 things you need to know over the next week. We are going to be mild for the weekend, definitely warmer than today. And as I mentioned, the haze will have cleared out. We also are going to continue to warm up throughout next week. 80s are expected by Tuesday, and if not Tuesday, definitely by the end of the week. And we're also looking pretty dry through at least around Thursday or Friday of next week. We could see some showers and storms over Memorial Day weekend, but even that is still a bit unclear. Now, first I want to talk about the smoke. So a lot of the heavy smoke has already cleared off to the south and east, but the smoke is going to continue to clear out of our area. And then by tomorrow, even the light smoke that is still in the air will likely have cleared out. Now, it's still possible that maybe over the next couple of days and maybe even over the next couple of weeks, we see more smoke into our area because some of the wildfires are still active in Canada. But for the time being, it looks like we are going to get at least a break from the smoke over the weekend. Now, the rain we saw last night has cleared off to our south and east, but in general, we really didn't see a ton of rainfall. Around a third of an inch to the south of Madison near Janesville. The heaviest rain was off to the north and west near Camp Douglas and La Crosse. There were a few isolated thunderstorms, and some areas saw up to a half inch, even close to a full inch of rainfall up there. But here in Madison, we only registered a trace of rain, so we really didn't see a lot. And we really aren't going to see a lot over the next couple of days. Tomorrow afternoon, we are going to remain dry. Same for Sunday, although Sunday there will be a bit more clouds across our area. Still going to be dry. Then Monday, same situation, and we will continue to see the dry weather for Tuesday as well. We could continue to be dry even towards the middle and end of next week. Now, low temperatures tonight are going to be a bit chilly. We'll see lows in the mid-40s. We are going to see the skies become clear during the overnight hours. The winds aren't going to be too bad. They're going to calm down throughout the night. And then for the weekend, it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous. Highs in the mid to low 70s. A little more clouds on Sunday, but Sunday will be a bit warmer. The winds are not going to be too bad either, and temperatures are going to continue to warm up throughout next week. This is the 6 to 10-day temperature outlook. Much of the north central United States, including our area, are expected to be above average. Dry weather through pretty much the next 7 days. And then as we get towards Memorial Day weekend, we do have the chance for some rain. 80s by Tuesday, and then we are going to continue to be at least near 80 degrees, if not in the low to mid 80s throughout the middle and end of the week. So it's going to be very nice for those of you that like the warm weather. And although we aren't going to need an umbrella, there is the umbrella contest that's still going on. And if you want to submit your photo, you can to the email link on screen, firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, or through the weather app. And the weather team here will select a photo, and if your photo is selected, you will win a First Warn weather umbrella. And we're still doing this until next Friday, so there are still several chances to win. A new winner will be announced every weekday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. But as I said, we aren't going to be needing that umbrella for quite some time. It's beautiful weather the next 7 days.
There's been some great pictures, too, that I've seen.
Yeah, though some of them have. Keep it up, guys.
All right. Thank you, Jacob. The CEO and founder of luxury brand LVMH, Bernard Arnault, remains a driving force behind the nearly $5 billion company.
That is B.
$500 billion company.
Wow. Okay, but many wonder which of his 5 children will take the reins one day.
Melissa Bell takes a look at the family dynamic and why it bears an uncanny resemblance to a certain hit TV show.
Got plenty on my plate.
A magnate and patriarch, preparing his succession as carefully as he built his empire. Not Logan Roy, but the real world's richest man, Bernard Arnault, the Frenchman who built the world's biggest luxury goods company, all the while very personally raising, educating and evaluating his 5 potential successors.
And because also I think my group is controlled by my family. So instead of looking every day at the stock market, I look for the next 10 years.
All 5 Arnault children work for their father. Delphine, the chair of Christian Dior, her brother Antoine, the CEO of Dior, and the 3 children from Arnault's second marriage. Alexander, an executive vice president at Tiffany's, Frederick, who runs Tag Heuer, and the youngest, Jean, the director of development and marketing at Louis Vuitton's watches division.
C'est à la fois un père très attentif.
He is at once an attentive father, a good father, but also a merciless boss. So the children had to work hard. He has a fairly clear idea of their qualities and their weaknesses, and when the moment comes, will be able to choose.
The $500 billion LVMH dominates the world of fashion with some of its biggest names, like Christian Dior and Louis Vuitton. It was built through ruthless acquisition and, like Waystar, is diverse, with vineyards, hotels, restaurants, and newspapers.
I have you beat!
But it is in the treatment of their children that the fictional and real characters diverge. Far from fostering discord, Arnault has ensured harmony, but with a cold eye on business nonetheless.
So thank you very much.
The stakes are huge. The value of the company, but also the power that it brings. Like Logan Roy, Bernard Arnault has cultivated his relationships with the powerful, acquiring a vast media empire and making LVMH a symbol in France. Its headquarters stormed by protesters only last month. But while Arnault has sought to protect his children, he's also made it clear what he expects of them.
Of course, we understand the level of responsibility that is ours. The way we see things is that my father is super healthy and going to work 10, 15, 20, 25 years. His 5 children are now working together in different parts of the group, but we're very close.
An empire carefully built and ultimately soon up for grabs, but so far without the family drama. Melissa Bell, CNN, Paris.
That's fascinating. Thank goodness for no family drama. That's a rarity in life.
It is indeed. Well, coming up next year on Live at 4, we'll preview the latest installment of the Fast and Furious franchise, which is opening the theaters today.
And then at 5, Fiskars donates $15,000 to Madison area food pantry gardens. We'll have more details at 5.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
It's Steinhaffel's Memorial Day sale. And right now, save up to $500 on adjustable base sets. Plus, get $300 in Steinhaffel's cash. Tempur-Pedic Queen mattresses start at just $42 per month when you use Steinhaffel's 72-month financing. Tempur-Pedic mattresses are designed to make aches and pains a thing of the past by relieving pressure points and supporting the body as no other mattress can. Shop in-store or online at steinhaffels.com.
Celebrate Memorial Day at Brothers Maine, where unbeatable appliance deals come with expert advice. Enjoy special prices and free delivery on top brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid. Visit us today and feel like family at Brothers Maine.
Martial arts is my passion.
I work out whenever I can.
But with my moderate to severe eczema, it can be tough.
My skin was so uncomfortable.
The itching was so bad.
Now I'm staying ahead of my eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion. And Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so adults can have long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a powerful thing.
Ask your eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal your skin from within.
Habitat Restore is full of great finds at great prices for a great cause. With a unique inventory of high-quality, low-cost goods, you can save money and feel good about your purchase. Shop Restore Dane County today.
With an exciting new Toyota, you can go out and enjoy all your favorite summer activities. Sorry.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Time is running out. The stakes are rising in the ongoing debt ceiling negotiations. A Wisconsin congressman and an economic advisor for the president weigh in on those concerns.
The wildfire smoke should move away and sunny skies and mild temperatures will arrive for the weekend. Even warmer weather is expected for much of next week, with rain chances holding off until next weekend. At 5, I'll let you know how warm it'll get.
And ahead at 6, picket lines form outside a local life insurance company. After months of failed negotiations and other allegations, we ask employees what they need to see changed.
As we give the weather satellite a spin, we end up in Chicago. This is looking south from the John Hancock Tower. Tattle in town, 69 degrees there today. Looks like the smoke is there too as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the latest Fast and Furious flick raced into theaters today.
Rick DiMagella looks back at the more than 2 decades of fast history.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
June 2001 saw the release of The Fast and the Furious, launching an 11-film franchise. Go! 2 years later, Too Fast, Too Furious raced onto movie screens.
You know what DK stands for? Drift King. What do you mean, drift?
In 2006, the action left Los Angeles for Japan for The Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift.
A lot has changed. You're right.
3 years later, the core cast was back, but the word "the" gone from the title for the franchise's 4th flick, Fast and Furious.
Home sweet home.
2011's Fast 5 sent Vin Diesel's crew to Brazil and introduced Dwayne Johnson to the cast.
Letty's dead. I need to know for sure.
2013's Fast and Furious 6 ranks as the 2nd biggest movie of the series in the U.S., according to Box Office Mojo.
We're being hunted.
But this was going to be a street fight?
Furious 7 reigns as the Fast series box office champ, with just over $353 million in the U.S. and over $1.5 billion worldwide. It also marked Paul Walker's final film role.
I don't know why he's doing this, but don't give up on him so easy.
2017's The Fate of the Furious saw the action get even more over the top, complete with a chase involving a submarine.
Look at me. I'm Black Superman.
The series took a detour in 2019 with Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson teaming up against Idris Elba in Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw.
I spent my entire life in your shadow. Now your little family is in mine. my world.
F9, the Fast saga, arrived during the COVID-19 pandemic, with John Cena joining the Fast cast as Vin Diesel's brother.
It's time to prepare for what's coming. You might want to buckle up.
Bringing us to 2023, with 9 core movies and a spin-off film leading up to Fast X. Jason Momoa takes on the bad guy role in a movie reportedly so full of action, Universal released a 4.5-minute trailer the very week the movie explodes onto screens. Racing to the theater in Hollywood, I'm Rick Damigella.
10 of them.
And how many more? Really?
We'll find out what Will Loper thinks about it on Monday. Dateline Hollywood reports industry analysts are predicting Fast 10 will open with $295 million worldwide this weekend.
Still to come at 4, a Madison native returns home to take the stage with The Lion King.
Her name is Lyric Dene, and we'll talk to her about her role and the path that brought her back to town. That's when Live at 4 continues.
This is it. Our biggest mattress sale of the year is heating up at Ashley. Come see the newest iComfort Eco and save up to $800. And 6-year special financing with no money down. Plus, guaranteed best offers on Beautyrest, Tempur-Pedic, and Purple mattresses. Only at Ashley.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time. Long live dreams. And long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali, and long live life.
At Honda, we offer complimentary maintenance for 2 years or 24,000 miles. Just enjoy the ride, knowing we cover routine items like oil changes, tire rotations, and multi-point inspections. Honda Service Pass, available to purchasers of all 2023 Honda vehicles. Get yours today.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
Hello, I'm Tommy Van Ness from the Tommy Van Ness Realty Group. The Tommy Van Ness team has a real passion for real estate and would love to work with you on buying and selling your house. We are a multi-award-winning team with over $500 million in sales.
Our strong work ethic and negotiation skills will help guide you through the buying or selling process. If you're considering buying or selling in 2023, now is the time.
Why settle for less? Call Tommy Van Ness.
The savings do not get better than this. Ashley's Memorial Day sale starts now. Holiday doorbusters like this 3-piece sectional start at just $25 a month. With 6-year special financing store-wide. Only at Ashley.
So we actually have 2 incidents eastbound on the Beltline. The first one is about 0.6 miles beyond the ramp from US 15, which is causing the left shoulder to be blocked. And this one by Monona Drive is actually causing the center lane to be blocked and is causing quite a bit of backup. So just be aware of that if you plan on traveling in that area.
All right, thank you, Jacob. It is a small world after all. These are the entries of the 2022 Close-Up Photographer of the Year Challenge with more than 9,000 entries from 54 countries. Photogs the world over put a spotlight on the tiniest and often overlooked details of Mother Nature. The winners and finalists from 2022 were recently named along with their breathtaking images across multiple categories, including animals, butterflies, insects, fungi, landscape, and more. But the overall Photographer of the Year award went to Canadian photog Samantha Stevens, whose staggering image of two salamanders that met their fate inside a carnivorous plant. It's an absolute mind blower.
That is amazing. You can look at those things forever. Those
yeah,
are neat.
absolutely. And that's a different story there. On tour since April of 2002, The Lion King production requires 17 semis to transport puppets, costumes, and the set, and it requires 4 days of on-site prep and installation to set up the production for each city.
Plus, it takes 134 people to put on a show every day, which includes 49 cast members. And among those is singer-dancer Lyric Dene. She grew up here in Madison and now has returned to perform on Overture Hall's main stage.
I had a chance to meet up with Lyric earlier this week at the Overture Center. It's this week's Center Stage.
I would come for field trips and tour the Overture Center and walk around, so it's surreal to perform here, but it's also surreal to just be like, wow, I'm home.
On stage, performing.
Yeah, professionally.
So tell us about your role. You're a swing. What does that mean?
I am. So as a swing, I'm a female dancer swing, so I cover all the female dancer tracks in the show. So there's 6 dancers in the show. They also sing too, so they're labeled as dancers, but we all have to sing in the production, which is, you know, pretty fascinating within itself. But as a dancer swing, I cover all 6 tracks. And they all have different variations. Some do the same numbers within the show, but they all do a little bit different things at different times in the show. And I have to know all those at all times. And as a swing, I'm put on at any point in time. I can be put on today, I can be put on tomorrow, but I never know until I get to work.
Mid-show you could be put on.
I could. God forbid someone gets injured or hurt, but you know, I have to go on. The show has to continue, unfortunately, so I get thrown on in the middle sometimes.
So you have to know all 6 roles.
I do.
What makes this production so special?
I mean, aside from what you're watching on stage, I would say it's the story and what it tells. It's the trials and tribulations of life, I think specifically for Simba, but everyone within the Pride Lands, because they all have a different story to tell, but it's the same story of working through problems and how those problems shape you as a person and how they change you as a person. But it also tells the story of how important it is to have family, or just people that you call your selected family or your friends within your life, because for Simba, he can't make it through without those people, whether it's Nala, Timon, Pumbaa, and even his mother, Sarabi, at the end of the show when she kind of resurfaces and he comes home for his homecoming. So it's definitely the trials and tribulations of life and how the people you love can help foster your growth and get through those things.
And it affects so many age groups in different ways.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people think Lion King is a kid's show, especially because it's an animated film, that's a Disney film, but it's for all ages. It's for kids and it's for adults, because no matter what age you are in life, you're gonna go through those trials and tribulations. And it's, when people come to the show, I think what's beautiful is that you get 2 hours and 45 minutes, no matter what you're going through in life, to kind of forget it and just be immersed in the magic of how captivating the show is. You know, it's a coming of age story, and it's for animals, but I think people can relate to it in the sense that we all have a story to tell from start to finish.
Do you have a favorite song?
Honestly, I would say Circle of Life. I mean, when the curtain comes up and you just see Rafiki standing there and you see the clouds and she hits that first note, it's so powerful and breathtaking. So Circle of Life would definitely be my favorite song.
That's sort of your story too, the Circle of Life. Here you are back.
You know, when I performed at my dance studio, I danced at Studio 1 on the west side, and we performed at Middleton High School, but I never would have dreamt I'd be performing at the Overture Center with the Lion King of all things, especially. And now I'm on that stage looking out at the audience.
Congratulations, welcome home.
Thank you so much, Mark.
And Lyric has stayed with her parents. They live in Sun Prairie while she's here.
Oh, that's so great.
And Mom, Dad, and Grandma came to the Mother's Day performance and saw her on stage at Overture.
I got goosebumps. It's got to be so special.
Yeah, it really is.
So welcome home, Lyric.
And we have a follow-up to a center stage profile we did 2 weeks ago.
You may remember we visited with the Sun Prairie Jazz Band as it prepared for a trip to New York City to compete in the 28th annual Essentially Ellington High School Jazz Band Competition and Festival in Lincoln Center. And the event couldn't have been more special for the students. Oh, you are good. Congratulations are in order for some of the winners. Sun Prairie won a number of awards named Outstanding Lead Trumpet and Outstanding Alto Saxophone. The Beloit Memorial Jazz Orchestra also competed and came home with a number of awards as well, including Outstanding Pep Section, Outstanding Bass, Drums, and Baritone Saxophone.
And the Ella Fitzgerald Award Top Soloist Award went to Beloit senior Kay Wong on piano. He said words cannot describe how it felt when Wynton Marsalis called him up for the Top Soloist Award at the competition. Congratulations to all of the student musicians, and we have posted the entire concert online.
Good.
So you go to Channel 3000, you can see that.
Okay, and we have one more congratulations. This goes out to the Monona Grove High School production of Beauty and the Beast that we featured in April. The cast, crew, orchestra, and production team have been awarded Outstanding Musical by the statewide Jerry Awards program. These awards are administered by the Overture Center in Madison as part of the National High School Musical Theater Awards program.
A lot of talented young people in our viewing area.
We are fortunate.
Congratulations to you all. And thank you. We'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including hundreds of La-Z-Boy recliners and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer are living longer with Kisqali. So long live family time. Long live dreams. And long live you. Kisqali is a pill proven to help women live longer when taken with an aromatase inhibitor. And Kisqali helps preserve quality of life, so you're not just living, you're living well. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Long live hugs and kisses. Ask about Kisqali, and long live life.
Time to claim independence from winter and get outside for the first festival of the season. Sitten Demai in Stoughton. Arts and crafts fans come see quilts, hardanger, hunads, rosemalling, and vendors. It's the first festival of the season. Sitten Demai in Stoughton.
It's the Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale on now, with a huge in-stock inventory of top brands for every room in your home, including all new Serta mattresses and always free delivery. The Portage Furniture Store's Customer Appreciation Sale going on now.
Time is running out for talks on the debt ceiling. Coming up next, we hear from local U.S. Congressman Brian Stile and a top Biden economic advisor on the high-stakes negotiations and the potential impact on the nation. That's tonight at 5.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now.
Enjoy the weather the next 7 days. We're going to see 70s for the weekend, 80s for much of next week. Chance of storms for Memorial Day weekend.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
The Chevy RS family of SUVs has it all. Whether you want the 10.2-inch diagonal color touchscreen on Blazer or extra peace of mind with Chevy Safety Assist standard on the 2023 Chevy family of SUVs. So take your pick. the choice is yours. Spring into adventure and get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Equinox models. Or get $1,500 cash allowance. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
What's at the top of your home improvement list? Did you say better insulation? Because better insulation makes everything you do in your home better. Even just walking in the front door on a hot day. So get ready for summer now with USA Premium Foam. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower.
And right now, during Home Improvement Month, our labor is free. You pay for the foam, and we'll put it in for free. But that ends May 31st.
USA Insulation.
Ivisia Dry Eye Drops. Made with hydrating polymers, moisturizing hyaluronic acid, and revitalizing trehalose for instant dryness relief that lasts up to 8 hours. Ivisia, we see a better way.
Find your inspiration with Wisconsin Vision. About our $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Here's your parachute.
Certain it's okay? Are you 4imprint certain?
Certainty matters, so congratulate coworkers or say thank you with promotional products from 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture, ETC.
Spring is finally here in full force, and Louie and Oliver decided it was time for a little spring cleaning in their world headquarters.
So for this week's edition of the News Hounds, a bunch of odds and ends. Let's roll it.
Here's the News Hounds, Louie and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the News Hounds, baby skunks,
a fit porcupine,
and penguin swim lessons.
But first, cheetah mom Quayle and her 3 little cubs have ventured out of their den at a safari park in South Africa for the first time. The cheetah is Africa's most endangered big cat, so these cubs are a welcome addition and awfully cute at the same time.
Now it's a Cincinnati Zoo compilation. It's Skunk Kits. These babies are 1 week old and just had their first checkup at the Cincinnati Zoo. There are 3 females and 1 male.
A baby hippo was spotted playing in the rain alongside an adult, the baby having the time of its life.
And a porcupine was spotted running on an exercise wheel at the zoo in Cincinnati. The zoo didn't supply any other information, but do we really need any?
Penguin chicks Alfredo and Fernando have their first swim lesson at the Syracuse Zoo. Before they can go on exhibit and enjoy the 50,000-gallon pool with the rest of the penguins, they need more practice in the baby pool where animal care staff can closely monitor their progress.
Speaking of pools, we're not sure how this small rubber swimming pool is somehow holding up against Suni's 900-pound body. Suni lives at the Pittsburgh Zoo, and the 2-year-old baby girl is making sure every part of her body is clean. The girl had a rough start to life, spending time in the hospital and later treated for several serious medical conditions. But as you can see, she's making the best of her time now.
And finally, Hogan the Temendua, or lesser anteater, stopped by to visit Tau and Sarabi, the lions at the San Antonio Zoo. The zoo says the interaction serves as a form of enrichment for the 3 animals. It added that it allowed the lions to express natural behaviors when interaction with the new species and allow the Temendua to explore an environment. Hogan didn't seem too fazed by the lions, and thank goodness for double-paned windows. Otherwise, Hogan would have been an even lesser of a lesser anteater.
And that's this week's edition of the News Hounds.
Phew, I'm out of breath after all
I
that.
know, that's a lot.
That's the way to spend the weekend right there. All right, thanks for helping out, Charlotte. Susan should be back on Monday. Hope to see you then. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.